Alright, I'm back home from the Barrier Islands. I had a great time over there and all those little caves that I visited. But now today, I'm gonna do a little bit of maintenance on the Westinghouse generator, since I used it already for about 50 to 60 hours running time. So it's due already for an oil change. And this is gonna be really the life of your generator. It's changing your oil and also changing your spark plug. But at this time, the only thing that needs to be changed is the oil. And also I will show you the inside of the generator to show you what's the conditions of the generator by using it in a salt environment, and also how to maintain it so it lasts you a longer time in the saltwater environment. Let's get started. You can change the oil from this side here, from this little door here. But since I used the generator and the salt environment, I want to see what's the conditions inside the generator. Very important. And also to use some silicone spray to maintain it looking good. I always like to take the screws with a drill, but always tighten the screws with a regular screwdriver, because that way you're going to feel the torque and you don't break the thread with the drill. There's also 2 screws on this other side. And 4 on the bottom. And now, to remove the lid, just softly taking it out. Alright, so we look at the conditions of the generator. Everything looks good. There's no corrosion or anything like that. The air filter doesn't need to be clean or anything because we've been in the water environment, so there's no dust. Everything looks good up here. So now we're just going to change the oil. This plug here is also where you're going to add your oil to it. So now I'm just going to tilt it a little bit to the left, and we're going to put this little container here. Just going to tilt it. You can see the oil is pretty dark. Very important, because this is what's going to be the life of your generator. It's going to be your oil change. Tilt the generator until you see no more oil coming out of it. It doesn't take a lot of oil. So it's not a huge expense just to change a little bit of that oil. Wipe off here the port here. Any residue. Clean any oil residue on the bottom here, if you have any, from the last oil change. Alright, so everything there is clean. Look at that oil. That's from 50 to 60 hours. It's really bad. So really important to change it with fresh new oil. Alright, and to add that oil, we're going to use a long funnel. Now the way you measure this oil is when the oil is coming out of the plug, that you see that it's really about to drip. That's when you need to stop adding oil to it. So it's very simple. So since that's going to happen, I'm going to put a napkin here just in case I get any drips there. I'll put my funnel there, and this is the oil I'm going to use. It's going to be Castro GTX 10W30. That's what it recommends. So yeah, look how clear that oil looks. So like I said, it doesn't take that much to fill it up, so you got to make sure you don't overfill. Right, in this case it's already full already. Right where it needs to be. I don't know if you remember in the past, this is one of the generators that I had an accident with, that fell off from the boat gunnel. And boy. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh man. not going to be able to be fixed. And some people were saying they fell off because the bolt was crooked, but I don't think it fell because the bolt was crooked. Can't blame the manufacturer for that. Alright, so I got the oil change completely done. So now what I want to do is get some silicone spray and just spray it so that way there's no future corrosion, especially around the carburetor. Everywhere you see metals. Place the lid back on, and when you put the lid back on, you got to make sure this here is where your gas tank goes. This little indentation here, that's where you need to connect your lid there too. And like I said before, don't use your drill to do this because you could ruin the threads by over torquing it. Alright, so now we have two side screws here on this side here, and we want to make sure that everything falls into place. Alright, everything is great working order. Everything's working great. So now I'm good for another 50 to 60 hours on the oil on the generator. So according to my videos, you will see how long this generator is going to last me. Like I said, I had an accident with the other one. Then I purchased an Atima. The Atima was a great generator, but the only problem I had with it, it was the base of the generator did not fit very well on my boat. It was a little taller, so I needed the right measurement under my gunnel. So this one works better, and it has more wattage. The other Atima had 2000. This is 2200. If you want to check out this generator, I will place the link in the description below. Alright, if you found this video helpful to how to maintain your generator to last you a long time, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.